All right, you are live with Wit and Grit podcast coming at you on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. But you already know if you're watching this anywhere but YouTube, you should start to migrate. All of the content like ours is found there, and it's easier to enjoy.
Yep.
Joining me, of course, is my BFF, my buddy,
What's up,
Sean Dizer.
Hello. Welcome back.
I kept stretching that out to see if you would try to cut me off. I'm sorry. That was a little rude.
All good.
So we're dealing with all things Friday getting set for this episode of Wit and Grit. I mean, if you're here for your F1 coverage, you're probably watching this podcast while also keeping an eye on sprint qualifying.
That's right. Yeah, we got really a lot to talk about today. ESPN kind of going full monopoly mode. Helmets. Stuff for me and us. So that should be fun.
Welcome to Wit and Grit, where Ian and Sean break down sports betting, pop culture, or whatever's on their minds. The Wit and Grit podcast.
Real quick, some of y'all may have noticed this already. Yes, the socials have changed. No more Hammered Shark in the tags. It's all Wit and Grit or at Wit and Grit Podcast, depending on where you are. Hammered Shark Productions is still the company behind the scenes, but if you're trying to find clips, live links, or yelling at Sean because he was wrong about something, you'll find it faster under the new handles Wit and Grit or Wit and Grit Podcast. And he would love to rebut there, but it's time for a quick legal disclaimer. We are not financial advisors, not legal professors, and definitely not telling you what to bet.
Yep, all sports betting content in the show, strictly for entertainment purposes. If you choose to place a wager, please do it responsibly.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org for free confidential support.
Know your limits, play smart, and don't make life decisions based on a podcast.
It's important. That last part's important. We do not want to be the difference in you paying your rent. We would love to be the difference in you being able to buy a beer or buy a round.
There you go.
Breaking news as we start this podcast. What's the point of being live if we can't do podcast news, right?
That's right. Let's go.
The NFL is fining about 100 players and 24 club employees for violating league policy by selling Super Bowl 59 tickets for above face value.
What?
Players who resold their tickets will have to pay a fine of 1.5 times the face value they paid and won't be permitted to buy tickets for the next 2 Super Bowls unless they're playing in them. Club employees who violated the policy will be fined 2 times face value.
Jeez, that is crazy. They're cracking down on that hard. I mean, then again, why are the players... Why did they do that? They have plenty of money.
Greed. It doesn't matter how much money you have. There's always something you want to get away with, right?
I guess.
Warren Buffett probably tries to get away with not paying parking tickets. You don't know.
Yeah, I think this is just a case of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This is so...
I'm glad you said that. Let's talk about prizes. What isn't a deal? Let's look at it. You could hear a deal like the one we talked about last week with FS1 and Barstool, and you could say, what are they getting? They're getting Barstool on television. Barstool's already on the internet.
Right.
Well,
right.
They're not the only media company trying to make a deal.
What else is happening?
Because ESPN is literally inside the 5-yard line in its attempt to acquire NFL media. Think NFL Network, Red Zone, those exclusive 7 games, the whole shebang.
Wow. Yeah. So they've been circling this for years. But now it's reportedly about a $2 billion price tag. ESPN acquiring NFL Network, Red Zone, NFL Films, Fantasy Ops, plus possibly the league taking an equity slice in ESPN itself. So that's how deep we might be going here.
It's basically ESPN rebooting what happened back in 1987 when a fledgling ESPN bought a small Sunday night package for $51 million, which was probably a lot at the time. and built sports media's most powerful brand. Now they're re-upping the playbook in the streaming era.
Right. And this timing's no accident. ESPN's launching its direct-to-consumer service this fall, just called ESPN. It's going to be
because they don't know names.
Yeah. It's going to be $29.99 a month. I think there's a bundle deal, $35.99 with Hulu and Disney Plus, and that service is going to stream all the ESPN networks plus this NFL media horde if the deal closes.
They could be flipping the streaming switch and saying, you want football? Come here. Giving same-day live Red Zone NFL network shows inside ESPN rather than via the league. I mean, it's a full consolidation over what's frankly always been a little bit confusing, the idea that NFL had their own media.
Right. And I mean, don't sleep on Rich Eisen and all this. He left ESPN for NFL Network in 2003, became the face of NFL media, and now he's coming home with the Rich Eisen show. It's going to be weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN, on the radio, Disney Plus, all bundled with this ESPN launch that they're working on here.
And Rich Eisen has had some really up and down times as far as having the right partner to put his radio show on. He was ousted at Fox Sports Radio, what feels like a few years ago, just because of how their lineup was set up. He's been on with Roto and Westwood One, which are some great radio partners if you know your sports radio. And he thanked everybody for the coverage, but he said, he's like, this was an opportunity I thought would literally never happen. I never thought I'd be able to stay at my job and get back to ESPN, let alone doing it 22, 23 years later.
Right.
I mean, and he's not on traditional ESPN linear networks. It's purely digital and radio. He retains ownership under a licensing deal. Same structure as Pat McAfee. McAfee show still airs same slot. You can only imagine how that dance is going behind the scenes.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, strategically, it's massive. ESPN already pays, $2.7 billion annually for Monday Night Football and other NFL rights. And if they add NFL media for another $2 billion, maybe even more, they lock in content and make ESPN the football platform.
So look at that comparison. $51 million in 1987 for football coverage, $2.7 billion annually. That's not the deal. That's every year.
Right. No, yeah.
That's insane. I mean, it's restructuring how NFL content flows. Instead of NFL controlling its own media, ESPN wields the storytelling from insider analysis to studio shows like Good Morning Football, if that's included.
Yeah, I mean, but there's bound to be some hurdles, I would imagine, right? The NFL reportedly plans to put this to an owner's vote early next month, then the usual regulatory review. So this won't be official for 9 months or so.
True, and some insiders warn of internal competition like McAfee and Eisen overlapping shows, salary and production cost, redundancy of operations, the brand.
Yeah, definitely. But could see some, cutbacks at the NFL Network as a result of this, maybe.
Overall, though, the impact on fans is the biggest impact for us for what we cover. I'd love to sing a sad song for all of our brothers in production who are going to get laid off at some point. Brothers and sisters, you're going to lose your job at some point, probably. Yeah. Just how it is. But as people who consume media, what is your interest in the ESPN package with NFL Network and NFL Red Zone included or without?
I mean, I don't know. I guess it really depends on how it's presented. If it truly is presented well and it's all in a centralized hub, then sure, I'm here for it to be ESPN centralized. No, I mean, ESPN doesn't do the deal, or ESPN does the deal. Are you interested in the package no matter what? Oh, yes.
See, I'm not.
Really?
$30 a month just for Monday Night Football? It's like all you're getting. ESPN Plus is nothing. I mean, I could watch the ESPN shows, but
I see. Okay, so then if they're not getting all the extra stuff we're just talking about and it's just Monday Night Football, then you're not really on board.
Correct, because it's still $30. They announced the price point way before this deal leaked. So, I mean,
they're
making you pay $30 for either all of the ESPN channels that are like they are on TV or ESPN and NFL channels. Which, if it's both of those, I'm more interested.
There we go. Okay. I slightly misunderstood what you were posing, but I would still consider it. I mean, then again, I can always just go somewhere and watch Monday Night Football without paying $30 a month.
Half of the games aren't that good on Monday Night Football.
That's true.
You got work the next day. You could maybe just go out for the few good games there are.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching what could be next with that seismic shift in sports media. Let's see. All right, camps are open, helmets are cracking, and the drama's already in midseason form. Let's start with the Jets, because what's a training camp without a quarterback scare in New York?
Yeah, the New York Jets, man. They just can never catch a break, it seems. So Fields goes down mid-practice. He was carted to the building. Fans thinking it's another Jets doom scroll moment, but it's actually just a dislocated toe. Not torn, not fractured. He's already doing warm-ups again. I don't think this is really going to be much of anything.
The tiny little miracle that probably saved the Jets season before it even started. Tyrod Taylor looked sharp in the sessions after Fields sat out, but you don't trade for Fields to ride the bench behind a vet.
No, certainly
mean,
not.
And we know Tyrod Taylor's luck. He doesn't get that luck of the draw. Like, he's the one that's going to get hurt, not anyone else.
Yeah, no kidding.
Every time it's his time, they take it away.
And from one New York team to the other, across the Meadowlands, we've got Russell Wilson was officially named the Week 1 starter for the Giants. So no more Jameis Winston, Jackson Dart suspense.
Feels like the last ride. Russ came down the hill at St. Vincent like it was a 2015 Broncos throwback. He got Metcalf now. He's got Mike Tomlin. I mean, psych. Don't have any of those guys. Like, he's done. He was done last year. We're done pretending. Oh, this is what Russ needed. This is what. How old does he have to get before we just say he is what he is?
No, good call. That's the help in New York. I mean, Malik Neighbors is nice. That's going to be something. But I'm still, I'm excited to just see Jackson Dart get out there.
I know you are, and the viral clip of his first pass being a pick six was beautiful, and I went to send it to you.
Rookie growing pains. He's got plenty of time. I still have high hopes.
Well, down in D.C., Terry McLaurin still out, didn't report. This guy was proud to wear, the name that they're debating back in the day. Now he's finally get paid by the same team with a new name, and he's balled out last year. Not showing up is loud, but McLaurin needed to make a statement. There's a new GM, new head coach, right? I mean,
yeah, and I mean, especially with Jaden Daniels being the guy now, previously rookie quarterback, now second year, needs his number one wideout to be out there. So it's definitely gotta happen soon.
Yeah, I mean, Jaden Daniels had some interesting comments about his rookie year that were very funny. Well, let's talk about Detroit. Dan Campbell had to stop practice twice this week, not for bad effort, not for low energy, but because these dudes were treating every rep like 4th and goal in January.
I mean, hey, this is the culture he established. So, I mean, there were fights, takedowns, pileups. I mean, this is before the pads are even on, man. This rookie wide receivers getting dropped, veterans shoving each other into the turf. Campbell had to hit the dad voice and kind of lecture the whole team on not killing each other. Just insanity out there, man. But I mean, again, it's kind of what he cultivated.
Jared! Aiden, calm it down. Calm it down. Fellas. That's my Dan Campbell. It's Green Bay. Rookie wide receiver Matthew Golden. Before I even get to the news, I just want to talk about something. Matthew Golden gets talked about like, oh, whatever. Who cares? Mm-hmm. Who's that guy? Every year before this, they were begging the Packers to highly draft a wide receiver. Now we got one, and they act like everyone acts like they picked the guy from Waterboy. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
But he's already got a nickname.
Okay.
Bullet.
Ooh, I like it.
One of the coaches is leaning into that Olympic speed and hoping for some Bob Hayes vibes. Meanwhile, left guard Aaron Banks is day-to-day with back tightness.
Then we got a little update out of Buffalo as well. The edge rush rotation, still worth watching. You got Joey Bosa there, but he's not running with the ones. AJ Epinsia is getting the first crack, and Bosa's still kind of easing in. So deep DL room for now, but just keep an eye on his usage.
All right. NFL social media rundown. Matthew Stafford dealing with back tightness will start camp op on the side. Not a big deal yet, but something to monitor because Matt Stafford is got more seasons where he missed some games than seasons where he played all of them, correct?
I believe so, and he's very important.
Mm-hmm. Checks notes? Yes. Desmond Watson, not allowed to practice until he hits a weight room target.
Oh, wow.
And that's on the scale. He's dropped 30-plus pounds since his pro day, where he weighed 464 pounds. Todd Bowles says he's working on it, but the clock's ticking. They didn't disclose the number he needs to get to. He's already down 30 from 464. Do they want him under 400? Do they want him at a nice 410? What are they looking at? I don't know.
That's a big dude.
It's a big dude. Check this one. The Packers' revenue share, $432.6 million. Why are we talking about the Packers? You're probably wondering. They're publicly traded. They don't have an owner. Their information is disclosed. So we can use what the Packers get to discern what the owners are hiding from us.
Right.
So this means the NFL brought in $13.8 billion last year. Oh, but I need your tax dollars to build a stadium.
Yeah, no, they're doing just fine. We got a little more buzz too from the NFL. Some Browns quarterback buzz, if you will. The internal folks are reportedly buzzing more about Dillon Gabriel than Shedeur Sanders right now, and that's according to former exec Joe Banner. Train whistle going on
Breaking
here.
news!
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. The rookie they drafted higher is better than the rookie they got later?
Yep. Imagine that. Yeah. So that's really what we got out of the camp circuit for now. Staying tuned in to, watching injuries, holdouts, every coaching meltdown that makes its way to social. So we'll keep you updated. Next
up, we're heading to Belgium. Spa GP weekend. And you're going to hear what Oscar Piastri just pulled off. Man.
All right. Nice tease.
Well, somehow it's already more chaotic than last year's rain qualifying debacle for Spa. And yes, we've got the sprint race pole set.
Absolutely. Spa's a beast. 7 kilometers, 19 turns. You could get sun in sector 1, monsoon in sector 2. Drivers know that. It's the longest track on the calendar, and it's one of the most dangerous.
Yeah. This is a track with ghosts, man. I swear. Hubert died.
Mm-hmm.
Delano Van de Holt just last year. Spa's always right on the edge, man. If you mess up around any of the very fancy named turns, you're not just in the wall, you're in traffic.
Yeah, no kidding. That's not what anyone needs. Couple notes from qualifying going on right now, which you mentioned at the top. Oscar Piastri did just drop a nasty lap at 1:45.10.
Nasty!
Yeah. That was nearly half a second faster than Verstappen. So he's on sprint race pole. Max is P2, Norris and Leclerc right behind.
And Hamilton wearing Ferrari red, he's down in 18th. Spun out early. He just couldn't get the rear end under him. It's a brutal spot for the sprint, especially on this track where overtaking isn't as simple as it looks.
Right. And no surprise here, McLaurin dominated practice too. Piastri was quickest in FP1. And remember, the sprint race isn't the main event. We've still got qualifying Saturday after the sprint to set the Sunday grid.
Let's talk about Sunday real quick before we get to it. Yeah. I've made 2 bets already. If you want to follow any other bets, we do not have plans to do a live show after this. I apologize to anybody. Please light me up if you're upset about it. I've got the comments right here. But overall, man, the 2 bets are Nico Hülkenberg.
Okay.
The possibility he might podium is plus 8,000 when I found it on DraftKings.
Ooh. My
$10 would win you $800 if you wanted to put $10 on the idea that Hülkenberg could go from 0 podiums in 240 some races and then get back-to-back podiums because it's a messy, wet track where he's good. And the improvements to his car helped with straightaway speed, which will be also very helpful at Spa. So this is all the notes I saw before the race where he got his podium, I told you, I was like, if I had more stones, I'd back him to get a podium here, because the only reason I didn't is because he literally never had.
Right.
It's like when we were in an NFL season, we talked about how Lamar Jackson had not beat any NFC teams. So every time he played one, we didn't know why. We just took the Ravens, and it worked for like 19 times.
Yep.
Then the Eagles happened.
Those pesky, were the Giants? I thought the Giants interrupted it somehow. Oddly.
Was it the Giants? It was one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was for out of nowhere, the Giants, because they were bad and the Ravens were good.
Yeah, the Ravens were sleeping on them.
Yeah.
But that's where we get to. I've already got a very small amount, a fraction of a unit on Hulkenberg to podium. I'm not going to miss out this time. It's not going to make me $800. I didn't even put $10 on it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I threw a couple bucks on it, but I've also got about a fourth or a quarter of a unit on Hulkenberg top 6.
Okay.
I like the way this sets up for him. You see Hamilton already spinning out. Just feels like Kick Sauber is taking advantage of everybody who wants to compete, trying to take down McLaren, and they're just trying to get up there and get points and win the midfield. So
Right.
Well, Pirelli's messing with the compounds this weekend. Instead of running C2, C3, C4, they're going C1, C3, C4. So the hard compound is harder, and that delta between hard and medium is bigger.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that's going to push strategy. You can either go C1 to C3 and stretch your stint, or you can be aggressive with the C3, C4 to stop at risk burning out. So Pirelli says this is to kill tire management, bring back action.
Forecast, classic Spa, light rain projected during the sprint, dry into quali, but Sunday's still iffy. And on a 7-kilometer track, you can go from bone dry to hydroplane in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and visibility, right, is the other issue. Thick forest, quick corners, lots of spray. That's why drivers keep begging for layout changes, around some of these turns. But so far, only the runoff's been tweaked.
Knee go. Let's walk the lap real quick. Turn 1, La Source, tight hairpin, then downhill into Arouge and up Radial. Full send, full commitment. That section is always the drama starter.
Then you've got the Kimmel Straight, Slipstream City, and turn 5, Les Combes, where the most overtakes happen. Middle sector's all rhythm, high-speed corners like Pohan, and then there's Blanchimont, flat out left, that used to scare drivers like Senna and Comas.
Exactly. I mean, Piastri's on pole, but says he's not even confident he'll hold it. It's probably the worst track to start from P1 because of that toe on the Kimmel. Verstappen can slingshot past by turn 5.
Yeah, also shout out Esteban Ocon, P5 for Haas, Carlos Sainz, P6, both Haas cars in the top 7. Rookie Isaac Hajar, P9. He might grab points and pull Racing Bulls ahead of Aston Martin in the standings.
So there's a lot of stuff to watch over in Spa, depending on when you're available and when you can watch. I mean, the sprint race is Saturday, 6 a.m. Eastern. Grand Prix qualifying is at 10 a.m. on Saturday. So if you didn't wake up for the sprint race, they're still going. And then on Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, the race is happening. And the reason we're not doing a live show, just to pull the curtain back, I told you guys I was working on a radio show for F1, and as part of that, I need to go to a watch party that's going to have it on delay. So I can't give you the latest news because I will actually be behind. So if you want to make me very frustrated, but also happy that you listen to the podcast, please blow up my mentions on Twitter and ruin it for me. Thanks.
Yeah, set the alarm, set the DVR. Spa's always worth it. Rain, history, tire chaos, and now McLaren versus Max out front. Count me in.
One of the most iconic tracks on the planet, long, fast, sketchy, and we're set up for a weekend where anything can happen.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Coming up, we got Ian's internet tab explosion, Fantastic Four's Rotten Tomatoes saga, the name debate up in Washington, and whatever nonsense Dillon Gabriel's getting into in Cleveland.
What a good way to put it. All right, I've been deep in the digital dumpster this week. Twitter, Reddit, threads, even Facebook comments, and I've got a scroll's worth of drama, stats, and confusion. Buckle up. Let's start on the film side because somebody dropped this graphic and it broke brains online. Rotten Tomatoes scores for every Fantastic Four movie ever made. Here they are Fantastic Four from 2015, the one you forget about. Probably never going to be mentioned in a sentence with Michael B. Jordan ever again. 9%.
Sheesh.
Fantastic Four 2005, the previous best Fantastic Four, in my opinion, 27%. Rise of the Silver Surfer, the thing that killed the Fantastic Four in its first iteration. Even Tobey Maguire got 3 Spider-Man movies, but they only got to 2 Fantastic Fours. Andrew Garfield, levels of failure, 37%. Not one of these movies is over 40%, Sean.
Jeez, yeah, those are really bad scores.
So
the movies aren't
when
great either.
Thank you. But when people are like, oh, I'm not excited, I don't like Fantastic Four movies. Well, 88% on Rotten Tomatoes at the time of that graphic. I don't know how it's changed.
That's not a scale, man. That's a cliff.
And now you know why the internet keeps saying Marvel's got one more chance to get this right.
Yep.
Next up, Washington Commanders did name debate popped up after a meme went viral showing 2 studies with completely different takes. This goes back to what we talked about last time. 90% of Native Americans surveyed in a 2016 Washington Post study said they were not offended by the name Redskins. Many said they were actually proud of it, citing Chief John Two Guns Whitecalf as a namesake. However, a 2020 Michigan UC Berkeley study, 49% of Native Americans surveyed said they did find the name offensive, and the number was even higher among tribal-affiliated and younger Native Americans.
Okay, so it's split generationally and culturally.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the sample sizes because 90% compared to 49 is quite a jump.
Yeah, agreed.
Both sides have data, though. You know, we at the Wit and Grit podcast, I think I can speak for all of us when we say we don't care what their name is.
Yeah, just want to watch football.
Yeah, they could have kept the football team. We'd gotten used to that one. Policy one. President Trump signed a surprise executive order Thursday banning third-party pay-for-play payments for college athletes. I mean, fair market endorsement deals are still allowed. Okay. So brands like Nike or Gatorade can still pay players, but no more outside collectives offering direct signing bonuses or appearance fees.
Gotcha.
I mean, the White House framing is this is about saving college sports, trying to kill the pay-for-play gray area without touching NIL.
So that boosters essentially can't funnel cash through like LLCs anymore.
Yeah, not unless it's a sponsorship. If this survives legal challenges, and that's a big if, it changes recruiting strategy overnight, especially for SEC and Big Ten, schools that were leaning heavy on donor pipelines. All right. Let's see. Desmond Watson. If you don't know the name, you will soon. That's the rookie tight end for the Bucs who came into the draft season weighing 464 pounds. It's like a semi-truck. We talked about how he needs to lose 30 pounds, right?
Yeah, I think you said tight end. I think you meant defensive tackle.
Did I say tight end?
Yeah, that would be insanity.
A 464-pound tight end would be insane.
But yeah, I mean, that's 2 running backs and a punter stacked in a trench coat, dude. What are we doing?
I mean, overall, that's just my favorite story. Like, I don't have anything else to say about it. I just wanted to end on it and be like, can you imagine being 464 and being told, oh, bad, you have to lose a little bit of weight, but not like a lot.
Yeah.
You have to lose.
Oh, gosh.
You have to be like an upper weight sumo wrestler.
Well, I don't know. I think is that your full scroll?
Rotten Tomatoes, executive orders, name debates, nose tackles, tipping the scale. Covered every corner of the internet this week.
Jinx, you in Minnesota. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Good stuff.
Man, so you haven't seen Superman yet?
Not yet. My best friend did. Loved it. So I'm going to see it soon.
Who cares? I saw it.
That's what I said. My best friend saw it.
Oh, still, who cares? No,
I'm going to see that soon. I'm going to see Fantastic Four soon.
Are you going to go back to back?
I don't know. I could.
That'd be pretty cool.
Double
pretty
feature.
long, though.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Fantastic Four, but Floyd Fest is in our area this week, and I'll be working part of that.
Yeah, that
due
should
to
be
my
fun.
endless DJ stuff. Yeah, Black Crows will be there. Mount
Yeah.
Joy.
Oh, nice. Love them.
Wait, is it Mount Joy? I should
I
probably
don't
check
know.
that.
If it is, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any last notes for the audience here, Ian?
Follow the All In with Ian Substack if you want to get in on any of the F1 bets. We'll recap them the next time we have a live show. And just a quick reminder, yeah, everything is Wit and Grit now. You should be able to find us a lot better. A lot of you could not find us. And we've got probably one more week before we take a little hiatus to get really set for training camp, and we're going to start dialing in.
Yeah, we'll start to get more and more NFL centric, but yeah. Until then, you guys have a great week. Safe betting, safe travels if you're traveling, all that good stuff.
Peace.